Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1981 Pennant race is on the air. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We are the beginning of the final week of the 81 regular season. We will now play one game per 1 day of the 10-minute ticker. There are still teams available for the playoffs. Anything is possible, and it starts tonight here at Fulton County Stadium. Today's date is September 27th, 81. It's a huge game in the National League West as the Cincinnati Reds take on the Atlanta Braves. In the National League, after last night, the Cardinals, the Phillies, and the Pirates in the National League East have all clinched a playoff berth. So, St. Louis, Philly, and Pitt will be representing that division. Montreal, the Mets, and the Cubs were officially eliminated. However, nothing's been clinched here in terms of seeding. The Cardinals and Phillies are tied right now. Only the Cardinals have a percentage point lead on the Phillies in the division. Pittsburgh is 3.5 back. They still have a chance to catch either one of these two. The National League West is the focus tonight. The Dodgers have a 4-game lead on Atlanta and Houston in this division. The Reds are 2 games back of the Astros. Very important game for Cincinnati, and we'll see what happens with Houston in the 10-minute ticker. At this time, the Dodgers are the number 1 seed in the National League, but they have not clinched the division as of yet. In the American League, Boston and the Yankees in the East are 1 game back of the Red Sox. They both have clinched a playoff berth. The Detroit Tigers have not clinched a playoff berth yet, although they have they're 7.5 back of Boston. But the Cleveland Indians and the Milwaukee Brewers are both 13.5. They are pretty much 6 games back of Detroit, and they're both under 500, figuring the Tigers should clinch that playoff berth in a day or two. In the American League West, the Oakland Athletics are the AL West champions, and they are at this moment the number 2 seed, even though they have 2 more wins than the Red Sox. Actually, I'm sorry, that's mistaken. Actually, the Red Sox, the A's are the number 1 seed at this moment. The Red Sox have the number 2 seed at this time, but that can still change. On a big logjam here in the American League West, Texas is now in 2nd place. They have taken it from the White Sox. The White Sox are 1 game back of Texas. The Kansas City Royals are only a half game back of the White Sox for 3rd. California is still alive, 2.5 back of 3rd place. Anything can happen here. We're now in the final week of the season, and it should be exciting. Clee baseball fan and BB join us here at Fulton County Stadium. We got a great pitchers matchup tonight. Although the lineups are a little hodgepodge, remember at this stage, the Reds and the Braves were pretty much out of it, and now we're using September call-ups. But in my league, they got to play hard, so who knows what might happen? Who may be the heroes tonight in a big game? Let's get started. Starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves in this game, Hall of Famer Gaylord Perry. 8 wins, 9 losses, a 3.94 ERA. He got the call for the Braves tonight. Cincinnati historically won this game. The Reds, 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The Braves, 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. So will the Reds repeat history, or will the Braves give the Reds a big loss tonight? Let's find out as we go to the top of the 1st inning. Leading off for the Reds will be right fielder Paul Householder. 275 average, 2 homers, 9 RBIs in 81. He only played in 23 games for the Reds that season. We are using white, blue, and blue dice for the Braves. They are the home team. Big game at Fulton County Stadium. The Braves trying to hold on to their playoff spot. They are right now tied for 2nd with the Astros. The Reds trying to get back into the playoff bracket. Let's see what happens. Let's play ball. Perry, a 6-1. That is a blank. Householder, a 5-3. And that's a ground ball right back to Perry. And he will toss it over to first for the out. The white die is being read first tonight. Next batter for the Reds, center fielder Ken Griffey, 311 average, 2 homers, and 34 RBIs. Very good year for Griffey. Perry looking on. He'll make the pitch. 1-1, strikeout 3, and he got him. Fulton County Stadium only subtracts 1 from strikeouts, and he will get Griffey on a K. Strikeout number 1 for Perry. He had 60 of them in 81. Next up, the shortstop, Dave Concepcion. 306 average, 5 homers, 67 RBIs. A very good year for Concepcion. Perry will make the pitch. 2-2, that's a range play. Concepcion swings the bat. 4-4, and that is a grounder. That's a ball hit to the second baseman. It's a range play for Hubbard. His range is a 3. He will make the play. He turns a single into an out. He picks it up and throws to first, and that will retire the side on a ground out to second. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds. And we go to the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first inning, starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds, the franchise, the terrific one, Mr. Tom Seaver. 14 wins, 2 losses, a 2.54 ERA. Should have got the Cy Young in 81 also. Seaver should have 5 Cy Young awards, but they give one to Fergie Jenkins in 71 and Fernando Mania in 81. Seaver. Tom Seaver, how good was he? Only 2 pitchers in baseball history have over 300 wins, 3,000 strikeouts, and a career ERA under 3. Walter Johnson and Tom Seaver, and Johnson pitched during the dead ball era. What's Seaver's excuse? He doesn't have any. He was one of the best. Top 5 pitcher in baseball history, in my opinion. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Braves will be right fielder Brett Butler. 254 average, no homers, and 4 RBIs. The terrific one, Seaver, will get the pitch. 5-2, that's a wild pitch, ball 1. Seaver, 3-1, that's an automatic out. And it will be a fly out to left, out number 1. Nice start there for Tom Terrific. Next batter, left fielder Rufino Linares. 265 average, 5 homers, 25 RBIs. Seaver looking in and making the pitch. 6-1 against a righty. That's going to be an automatic out. It will be a ground out to second for out number 2. Third baseman Bob Horner is up next, and he is a very dangerous home run hitter. 277 average, 15 homers, and 42 RBIs. Horner very dangerous. If the Braves make the playoffs, this Braves lineup could actually be very interesting. Seaver with the pitch. 5-6, strikeout 2, and he got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Seaver. And 1, 2, 3 go the Braves. After 1, no score. Might be getting a pitcher's duel tonight between these 2 Hall of Famers. Top of the second, leading off for the Reds, left fielder George Foster. 295 average, 22 homers, and 90 RBIs. One of Foster's better years was 81. Perry with the pitch. 1-4, that is a blank. Foster, 6-6, and that is a ground out to short. Foster will head back to the bench. Next up is the first baseman, Larry Bittner. 213 average, 8 RBIs for the Reds. He only played in 42 games for Cincinnati. Bittner was actually on the team for a while, even before September came up. Perry with the pitch. 6-5. That's a range play at the park. Fulton County Stadium, 1-1. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is at the Horner. His range is a 2. That's a 5. It'll get past him, and it's going to go into left field for a single. Sometimes those range plays give some good, helps your average, even for players with low averages. Bittner gets a single, and he will hold it first. Next batter, third baseman, Ray Knight, 1986 world champion Met. 259 average, 6 homers, 34 RBIs. And he was mainly the main starting third baseman for the Reds in 81. Infield, a double play death. Bittner really not a threat to do anything. He will stay put. Perry with the pitch. 4-3, strikeout 3, and he got him. Struck out Knight. And that is strikeout number 2 for Perry. He, as I said, he had 60 of those Ks in 81. Seaver had 87 Ks in 81, was beginning to lose a little bit of his velocity around that time. Second strikeout for Perry. Second baseman Ron Oster is up next. I love his name. 271 average, 5 homers, 42 RBIs. I always felt Oster was pretty much a solid second baseman. He had a good range. Oster, and not a terrible hitter. Oster was average, but he was very serviceable, I thought. Bittner, anything happening on the bases? That is a no. Perry does have pickoff chance. Perry with the pitch. 6-4, error on a grounder. Oster, 1-6. That is a fly ball. That's a ball hit the left field. That is a 17 against the righty. Oster just misses it. It's going to just be a fly ball to left, and Linares is going to have room, and he just gets there to make the play. Wow, Oster just missed a triple. And, of course, there's no error on a grounder, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Reds as we go to the bottom of the second. The Braves right now are still pretty looking good in a playoff hunt. But, of course, the Reds, Cincinnati is 2 games back of Atlanta as well. Remember, Atlanta and Houston are both tied at 4 games back. The Reds, a win here gets them to within 1 game at least of Atlanta, if no matter what the Astros do. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Leading off for the Braves, first baseman Chris Chambliss. 272 average, 8 homers, and 51 RBIs. Chambliss will get set and pitch. Actually, he will receive the pitch from Seaver. 6-5, that's an error on a grounder. Chambliss, 3-2, and that is going to be a fly ball to left field. There won't be an error, and that's out number 1. One out. The very dangerous Dale Murphy is up next. He had 2 home runs the last time we had him in a game. Murphy is in center field tonight. 247 average, 13 homers, 50 RBIs. I know Murphy would love to have a chance to play in the playoffs. Seaver with the pitch. 5-2, wild pitch, ball 1. 4-3, that's an automatic out. And it will be a fly ball to left field. Foster will make that catch as well. Out number 2. 2 outs. Second baseman Glenn Hubbard is up next. 235 average, 6 homers, 33 RBIs. He got the call. Oster was never really accepted, even though he was from Cincinnati. He was Morgan's replacement. Destroyed his knee. Yeah, I know about that play, yes. He was never really accepted, but yeah, I always felt Oster was a fine player. Seaver will pitch. 5-5. That's a range play at the park. Fulton County Stadium, 3-1. And that's going to be a single plus to right field, but it's a range play for Paul Householder first. Can Householder keep Hubbard off the bases? His range is a 3. Yes, he's got it. Householder gets over there and makes the catch and takes a hit away from Hubbard. A fly out to right, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, no score after 2. In this big game between the Reds and the Braves. We go to the top of the third. Third inning underway. For the Reds will be the catcher, Mike O'Berry. 180 average, a homer, and 5 RBIs that year. Not a September call-up. He was with the Reds about half the games. Perry, 2-4. That's an error. Berry, error chance. Berry, a 4-3 against a righty. Berry gets a hold of it, and that's going to be a double into center field. It's a double to center. Center fielder is Murphy. His error rating is a 2. That's a 7. He won't make an error. He'll get it off the wall. O'Berry will wind up at second. A leadoff double for O'Berry. So nice leadoff hit by him. And that will bring up the pitcher, Tom Seaver. He batted 200 as a batter that year. Seaver can actually hit this ball. O'Berry on its second. I'm going to let Seaver swing. I'm not going to bunt here. Nobody out. O'Berry on its second. Checking a strategy roll. Nothing happening there. Now, I was thinking about a bunt, but I just don't like the idea. Perry's going to go ahead and pitch. 6-3. And against a righty, against a right-handed batter, that's a home run chance. Seaver against a righty is a 9. That is a 9. He got it. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone! Home run, terrific Tom Seaver. He got it. Gaylord Perry pitches Seaver a meatball, and he puts the tomato sauce, the Parmesan cheese on it, turns it into lasagna, and sends that one out into right field as he went the opposite field with that 2-run bomb by Seaver. 2-0 Reds. And to show you, it's a 6-3, and it's a split. And against a righty, it's a straight home run result. And against a right-handed pitcher, Seaver is a 9, and he just got the 9. It just went over the fence. Seaver gets a home run for the Reds, 2-0. Stadium groans. Perry can't believe he served up a meatball to Seaver. And he definitely got that one out of here. Next up is Householder. He is 0 for 1. Now 2-0 Reds. Perry will make the pitch. 5-3. That is a blank. Householder 4-2, and that is a fly out to left. Tom Terrific Seaver did have 1 home run that year. I don't know if this was I don't think this was the game he hit it in, but doesn't matter. It's good. Here's Griffey. Griffey is 0 for 1. Perry will make the pitch. 3-6. Strikeout 10. That's too high. Griffey 4-4. Base hit into center field. Griffey with a single. And he will head to first. Single for Griffey. And now we'll see Concepcion. Concepcion is 0 for 1. Infield, a double play depth. Griffey, a definite stealing threat. And that is a 1. He gets the jump. 15 minus 3 is 12. Sinatro is the catcher for the Braves. -1 is 11. I'm not going to send him. I'll let Concepcion bat. Perry will make the pitch. 4-6. That's a blank. Concepcion, 6-6, and that is going to be a fly ball to center field, and Murphy will get to that one for out number 2. Concepcion hits a fly out to center, and now here is Foster. Foster is 0 for 1. Nothing on the strategy roll. Griffey on it first. Perry looking on and ready to make the pitch. 6-4, error on a grounder. Foster, 1-3. That's a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Paul Runge. That's not who you want to hit it to if you're a Braves fan. That's an error. Runge has an error rating of 20, and that's going to be a ground ball error. That's a ground ball error, and he bobbles it, and Griffey will wind up on second and Foster on first. It's only a one-base error. And that is an E6, and the first error on the Braves. Neither team had an error historically in this game, and an error on Paul Runge keeps the inning alive. A chance now for Bittner. Bittner is 1 for 1. He hit a single his first time up. There are 2 outs here. Anything for Griffey? I doubt it. Nope, he stays put. Perry will now pitch to Bittner. Here comes the pitch from Perry. 3-4. That's a blank. Can Bittner swing again? 6-1. Nope, that's a fly ball center field. Dale Murphy will get to that one, and he will make the catch. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, a 2-run bomb by Tom Seaver as he goes ahead and shows he has muscles. And all the Reds players in the dugout, Johnny Bench, George Foster, Ray Knight, Ron Oster, they all go ahead and bow down to Seaver wondering, hey, Tom, teach me how to hit. Teach me how to hit home runs, man. We don't know how to do that. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 in the favor of the Reds. Here comes Seaver back on the mound. Leading off for the Braves is the catcher, Matt Sinatro. He is a September call-up, was only in 12 games with the Braves. A .281 average, no homers and 4 RBIs that year. That's one of the risks you take when you do as-played lineups when teams are actually fighting for playoff spots. I've had people ask me to switch out some players just because they may be in a pennant race. I said, nope, they got what they got. Let's see what happens. You never know. Seaver with the pitch. 1-4, strikeout 17. Nope, that's too high. Sinatro, 3-1, base hit to right field. Sinatro leads off with a single to right. He gets the first hit of the game for the Braves. And now that will bring up the shortstop, Paul Runge. .259 average, 2 RBIs. A young Paul Runge. We would see him later in the years. Sinatro on it first, infield a double play depth. No, not Frank Sinatra, you bum, BB. That is a 9, nothing happening on base. Seaver with the pitch. 5-3 against the righty. That's an automatic out, and it will be a fly out to right, out number 1. As Runge hits a fly out. And that will bring up the pitcher, Gaylord Perry, .250 average. He did have a home run that year and 7 RBIs. The story about Gaylord Perry, they asked him, would Perry ever hit a home run? He says, the day I hit a home run is the day America puts a man on a moon. As soon as after July 16th, as soon as America made the moon landing in 1969, not long after, Perry hit the home run. And that is a true story. Sinatro on it first, and we are still at double play depth. Anything happening on base? 17 is a no. Seaver will make the pitch. 4-2. That's an error on a throw. Perry, 5-5. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see if there's a ground ball to short. Ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Concepcion. His error rating is 11. That's a 9. He's going to make an error. There's going to be an error on a throw. Now we got to see where the ball went to. It's an error on a throw, so now we see what's up. So we got to see Perry had a double play rating of 6 with a infield plus a 7. So pretty much a 1 to 5, the ball went to second. On a 6, it went to first. That is a 5. The ball went to second base. So the ball was thrown to Oster. His range is a 5 to prevent the ball from getting past him, and he got it. But that's going to be an error on a throw as it takes Oster off the bag, and everyone is safe. And that is an E6. Concepcion makes an error of his own. First error on the Reds. An error on a throw, but a nice play there by second baseman Oster to prevent the ball from going into the outfield. But now the Braves are in business, and here is Butler. Butler is 0 for 1. 1 out still here in the bottom of the third. That is a 3. Sinatro does not get a jump. He needed a 2 in order to get the third, in order to have a try to get the third. He will stay put. Seaver will make the pitch. 4-2. Again, an error on a throw. Butler 2-6, and that's going to be a slow rolling grounder to second. Oster's error rating is a 6. That's a 7. He will not make an error, but that's going to be an infield base hit. Everyone is safe. On an error on a throw on an inside, not like a run, not like trying to go to first. On that play, so it's not a throwing error. It's going to go as an infield single, decides not to throw the ball, and now bases are loaded here in the bottom of the third. Unbelievable. That's a single for Butler. And now the Braves have bases loaded. And the batter is Linares. Linares is 0 for 1. We got an interesting situation here in the bottom of the third inning. The infield is going to play double play death. They're going to try to turn 2 outs if possible. Let's see if anything happening on Strat. 18 says no. Seaver in a jam here. Sinatro on at third. Perry on at second. Butler on at first on an infield single. Seaver has to make a good pitch. 5-6. Strikeout 5. Got him. Struck out Linares, and boy, did he need that. Strikeout number 2 for Seaver. But now you got to deal with Horner. Horner can definitely hit the grand slam. He struck out his first time up. Bases are loaded. Seaver in a jam, trying to get out of it. Nothing happening on the Strat. Big time bases loaded here for Seaver. Horner looking to maybe slam one out of here. Seaver just got to stay away from pitching a mistake. Seaver's pitch. 1-4. Strikeout 6. He got him. Struck him outside. Retired. Third strikeout for Seaver, and he gets out of the inning. No runs. 2 hits and 1 error as Seaver strikes out Horner with the bases loaded. Stadium groans. Remains 2-0 after 3. And that was the third strikeout for Tom Terrific. We go to the top of the fourth. Perry back on the mound. Leading off for the Reds will be Ray Knight. Knight is 0 for 1. Perry looking on. He will make the pitch. 3-1. Strikeout 5, and he got him. Struck out Knight there. Second time Knight is struck out. That is the third strikeout for Perry, out number 1. 1 down, and here is Oster. Oster is 0 for 1. Perry settling in. He'll make the pitch. 3-5. That's a walk. That one will walk Oster easily, and he will trot to first. Ball 4. The Reds get a man on first with the walk. And now a chance for O'Berry. O'Berry got a double his first time up, and he scored on the Seaver home run. One out here, infield a double play depth. Oster not really a threat for anything, and he's not going to do anything. Perry settles in, now deals. 3-4, that's a blank. Berry swings, 5-4, and that's a fly ball to right field. Butler will get to that, and that is out number 2. And now here is Tom Terrific Seaver. He had a 2-run bomb his first time up, so you know Seaver can hit the long ball, and he got that one. He wasn't, just barely cleared the fence, barely got over it. Might have cleared it by maybe about a foot or two. As Butler went back to get it, was just over his reach. Frank Wayne Scott joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Oster on it first. There are 2 outs. Nothing happening on the strat. Perry, got to be careful. You don't want to give up another bomb to Seaver. Pitch. 5-6, strikeout 2, and he got Seaver there, and that will end the inning. Strikeout number 4 for Perry, and that retires the side. So a walk is all the Reds get, but they have a 2-0 lead here going into the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the ATL, Chris Chambliss. He is 0 for 1. Fans here at Fulton County Stadium know how important this game could be. The Reds are only 2 games back of the Astros and the Braves. No matter what happens, a Reds win gets them to within 1 game of somebody. At least after tonight. Seaver with the pitch. 3-4, strikeout 10. That's too high. Chambliss barely avoids it. Chambliss, 3-6, base hit, center field. Seaver made a good pitch, but Chambliss goes out in the center, and the Braves will have the leadoff man on. The very dangerous Murphy is next, and he's 0 for 1. Infield double play depth. Strategy roll, 12, no play. Seaver looking in. He pitches, 5-2. Wild pitch, 18, no. Ball 1. Nice block there by O'Berry. Got to be careful, and now Seaver will do it again. 2-4, that's a hit by pitch. The 18 is not a chance. Murphy, 4-2, and it's a base hit right past second for a single. Chambliss's base running rating is a 2, needs to be a 3 in order to get to third. He will hold at second. And once again, the Braves are in business. Runners at first and second, and now here is Hubbard. Hubbard is 0 for 1. Infield still at double play depth. Anything on the strat? That is a 1. Chambliss does get the jump to go to third. Let's see if I have him steal. 16 plus 0, and O'Berry a -1, a 1 to 15. A 1 to 15 to try to go to third. He only had 4 stolen bases. No, I will not send him. Seaver will pitch. 2-3. That's a pitcher result. Hubbard a righty. A 1 to 10's an automatic out. The 3 is good. And that is going to be a fly out to center. Chambliss's base running rating is a 2. A fly out to center becomes a 0, and he will stay put there. And that is out number 1. Lena Young joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. It's always good to have a female fan in the chat once in a while. Here is Sinatro. Sinatro is 1 for 1. He got a base hit his first time up. Checking a strategy roll, this time nothing happening. Tom Terrific will go ahead and make the pitch. Seaver, 2-3. That's a pitcher. That is a pitcher result. Sinatra, a righty, a 1-10 is an automatic out. The 19 is too high. Sinatra, 5-2. He gets a base hit. It's a single to left. A single for Sinatra. Will that score Chambliss? His base running rating is a 2. Single to left +1 is 3. Foster is a +1 arm. It would be a 4. A 1-4, Chambliss will score. A 5, he holds. He's 6. There could be an out. That is a 3. Chambliss comes around third, and he will score. It's 2-1. Murphy's base running rating is a 3, and with that 3, Murphy will go to third, and Sinatra holds it first. It's 2-1. Matt Sinatra comes through with an RBI single. He's now 2 for 2. As Rants on Sports joins us here, and Jeff Gotts at Fulton County Stadium. So runners now at first and third, and the next batter is Paul Runge, and Runge is 0 for 1. And now runners at the corners with 1 out. They're going to play the infield. They're going to play a double play chance. The reason? Runge has a double play rating of 6. So they're going to let him play back and see if they can get through the inning. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Reds. Anything happening on base? The 5 is a no. Seaver, he will go ahead and make the pitch. Runge 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. Seaver, 4-2. Error on a throw. Runge, 2-2. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Now that is out number 2. Runge has a sacrifice fly rating of 0, so we can't get Murphy in that way. So Runge no longer to make a difference. Now it's a fly ball to right field. Murphy, his base running rating is a 3. A fly ball to right, Householder as a 0 arm. A 1-3, Murphy will score. A 4 or 5, he holds. A 6, there could be an out. That is a 2, and he comes in and he will score. There will not be a throw. Householder had a 0 error rating, by the way, so there would not have been a throwing error. So Murphy comes in to score. We're tied at 2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Reds fans in the chat groan. No, Rants on Sports, not the last game yet. This is only the beginning of the final week. We have pretty much 7 days left of baseball in the regular season before we go to the playoffs. 2 outs now, tied at 2. And the next batter is Gaylord Perry, and he will bat. Perry reached on an error his first time up. Sinatra on it first. Checking to see if anything happening. That is an 18 no. Seaver makes the pitch. 6-4. That's at the park. Fulton County Stadium, 1-4. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a 10, and that's going to be a single for Perry. Perry gets a base hit. Sinatra's base running rating is a 4 with 2 outs. Single to left, -2 is a 2. Left fielder Foster +1 is a 3. So a 1-3, Sinatra will make third. 4 or 5, he holds. 6, there could be an out. That is a 6. Now it could be an out. The left fielder is Foster, has a +1 arm. So a 1-2, there could be an out. A 3-6, Sinatra held at second. That is a 2. So Sinatra is on his way. So now a 2-5, the lead runner is thrown out. It is a 3. The throw goes to third, and Sinatra is thrown out at third base by Foster. He got him. Side retired. Perry gets a single, but Sinatra tries to go to third, and George Foster guns him down at third base, and he is done, and the inning comes to an end. What a throw by Foster. Not really a good arm, but he got him there. But what an inning for the Braves, though. 2 runs on 4 hits. And after 4, we're tied at 2. In this very big game here between the Reds and the Braves in the National League West. Top of the 5th. Leading off for the Reds will be Paul Householder, and he's 0 for 2. Now a tie game. The Reds historically won this game 4-2. Perry will go ahead and make the pitch. 5-6, strikeout 3, got him. Struck out Householder, and that's strikeout number 5 for Perry. Here's Griffey. Perry using the old shine ball, I think. I saw him rubbing. I don't know. Did anybody see Gaylord Perry rub the baseball on his knee or something like that? Might want to check it. There could be some stuff on it. Perry, of course, well known for having fun with the baseball. Griffey is 1 for 2. Perry with the pitch. 4-6. That's a blank. Griffey will swing. 4-6. Single into right field. A base hit. That falls in front of Butler, but Griffey goes to first. And that's his second hit of the game. So Griffey is now 2 for 3. Concepcion is next, and he's 0 for 2. Infield goes to double play depth. Griffey going to do anything? That is a 5. No, he won't. And nope, nothing else happening. No, there's not going to be a hit. There's not going to be a hit and run. Griffey actually is a 3, but -1 makes it a 2. There's not going to be a hit and run here, so Perry will pitch. Pitch from Perry. 1-5. That's a blank. Concepcion. 5-5. Ground ball to third. Let's see if they turn 2. 3-0-4. Second base is Hubbard. He has a 0. A 1-4, it's a double play. It's a 5. No, the throw goes to second to get Griffey. Throw relay back to Concepcion. He gets to first, and that is out number 2. They do not turn the double play, so that is a fielder's choice. And now here's George Foster. Foster gets some boos here from the Fulton County crowd for throwing out Sinatro at third. Concepcion on at first. There are 2 outs. And nothing happening on the bases. Perry will deal into Foster. Pitch on the way. 4-5. That's an error on a throw. Foster, 4-5, and that's well hit by George Foster, and that's going to bounce off the wall. That's going to be a double for Foster. Foster, it's a double. Will it score Concepcion? And we will keep the 19. Foster's base running rating is a 4. With 2 outs becomes a 5. A double to center, +1 is a 6. Center fielder Murphy has a -1 arm. So a 1-5, Murphy, however, has an error rating of 2. So there's not going to be a throwing error, so now we see what happens. A 1-5, Concepcion will score. It is a 4, and he does, and the Reds retake the lead on an RBI double by Foster. Stadium groans. Reds fans in the chat cheer. Yay! Foster gets it out. It's now 3-2 Reds as they retake the lead. And now here's Bittner. Bittner 1 for 2. Foster on at second. 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. Checking strategy. No play. Perry will make the pitch. A 3-6 strikeout, 14 too high. Bittner, 6-3, and that's a fly out to center field. Murphy will get to this one, and he will put it away for the out. 1 run for the Reds on 2 hits, and the Reds now have a 3-2 lead on the Braves as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Can you feel the excitement in the air? This is the final week of the regular season, and you guys know for sure that every game matters here that's played, whether in ticker or on the board. Yeah, Jeff Gotts, that's a real question. I have no idea either. But remember, though, they no longer remember, though. I know the old retro logo. You remember, though, the Braves do not have, even though they're known as the Braves, they use a tomahawk as their logo. They no longer use this. They no longer use the Nakahoma logo. But again, that doesn't matter. Your question is very relevant. Why did the Indians have to become the Guardians? Why not the Braves or the Blackhawks or the Chiefs not changing their name either? I don't know. I guess maybe because of the logo of Chief Wahoo from the Indians. I don't know. Bottom of the fifth. Let's see who leading off. Leading off for the Braves will be Brett Butler. Butler is 1 for 2. Seaver on the mound, and he needs to make a pitch. 2-1. That's a walk plus. That 6 will walk Butler, and just like that, the Braves get the leadoff man on. Second time on base for Butler, and that will bring up Linares. Linares is 0 for 2. Infield double play depth. Butler does get a good steal chance, but that 19 is going to be too high. Seaver will make the pitch to Linares. 3-6. That's a possible error. Linares, 2-2. And he popped that one up. A pop fly ball in the infield. It's a pop fly to third. Ray Knight has an error rating of 9. That's a 6, but it is not an odd number. He will make the catch. Out number 1. He does not make an error. That's a pop out to third. Remember, only on odd numbers do you have an error on a pop out or a fly out. So 1 away, and here's Horner. Horner struck out twice, but very dangerous. 6, nothing happening. Well, actually, that was a 6. Butler actually does get the jump. Let's see, 18-0, and O'Berry a -1. I'm going to send Butler. Butler has a 1-17 chance to take second. Butler on his way down. Picked up by O'Berry. Throws to second. Not in time. Butler gets in there easily. Stolen base. Stolen base for Butler. He had 9 of them, and he does make it to third base and that second base, and that takes away a double play chance. Now we'll see if he gets a jump for third. This time he does not. Seaver will make a pitch to Horner. 6-1 against a righty. That's going to be an automatic out, and it will be a fly out to right. That ball is caught by Householder. He makes the catch. Butler's base running rating is a 5. Becomes a 4 and a fly out to right. And Householder has a 0 arm. I'm going to send him a 1-4. Butler makes third. It is a 6. Could be an out. Householder has a 0. Has a 0 arm. Actually, the only way it can be another 6. And no, Butler will hold it second. Only way it can be out on a fly out is a 6-6 is rolled. So he stays put, but there are now 2 down. 2 outs now for Chambliss. Chambliss is 1 for 2. 2 outs. Pitch underway. 7. No play for Butler. He stays at second. Seaver looking on. Getting to make a big pitch here. 1-1 against a lefty. That's a blank. Chambliss swings. 5-1. And it's a fly ball to right field. Householder will get over there. He will make the catch. And that will retire the side. Only a walk for the Braves and a stolen base. They leave a man on after 5, 3-2 in favor of the Redlegs. Top of the 6th inning. Leading off for the Reds will be Ray Knight. Knight is struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. Perry has done a good job with him here. Perry looking on. He'll pitch. 4-3. Strikeout 9. Not this time. Knight is a 9, but -1 makes him an 8. He won't strike out. Knight, a 4-3, and that's just going to be a fly out to center. Rough game for Knight. He's 0 for 3. Next up is Oster. Oster is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Perry, 5-2. That's a walk. That's 13. That barely misses. Oster's a 12. He will not get the walk. Oster, 4-1. And against a right-handed pitcher, he just grounds out to second. Two men down, and here's O'Berry. O'Berry is 1 for 2. He has a double. Perry, 3-4, and that's a blank. O'Berry, 4-3, and against the righty, O'Berry goes ahead and hits one into center. And that's going to be a double for O'Berry, and it keeps the inning alive. O'Berry hits his second double of the game. And the last time he was up, this guy hit a 2-run bomb. Here comes Seaver. Now, Seaver has 29. He can pitch to 29 batters, and he's still pretty strong. They're going to let Seaver bat here. I don't think you take him out. Seaver with a 200 average, he can hit. O'Berry on at second. Perry will pitch to Seaver. I am rolling a strategy roll, too. Nothing there. Perry will pitch to Seaver. Seaver got a 2-run homer off of him. Let's see if he can do it again. Perry, 5-3. That's a blank. Seaver swings. 2-5. Nope, that's going to be a ground ball for the first base. Pretty lazy for Chambliss. He's got it, and he will take it to the bag himself to retire the side. No runs, a hit for the Reds, but they still hold a 3-2 lead here going into the bottom of the 6th. Tom Terrific Seaver gets back on the mound. Leading off for the Braves will be the dangerous Dale Murphy. Is Murphy a Hall of Famer? Like I said, I know I ask that every time he's up in the game. Murphy is 1 for 2. He has a set. He got a single his last time up. I have no problem if anybody wants to put Murphy into the Hall of Fame. I don't think there's an issue. Murphy is one of the best Braves in their franchise history. That's for sure. I'll put Dale Murphy up there, maybe in the top 15 or top 10. Seaver will pitch. 2-2. Oh, boy, that's a home run chance. Murphy a righty, a 1-3. The 19 is too high. Seaver almost pitched him a meatball. Murphy, 3-3, and he just grounds it to first, out number 1. Oh, boy, Seaver knows he got away with that pitch. 1 out, and here is Hubbard. Hubbard is 0 for 2. Seaver, he'll make the pitch. 1-4, strikeout 20, no way. Hubbard, 6-1, ground ball to second base. Oster's got it, tosses it to first, out number 2. 2 quick ground outs by Seaver. And now here is Sinatro. Sinatro is 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles tonight. Hall the very good, but of course so is Baines. Yep. Seaver with the pitch. 1-2. That's at the park. Fulton County Stadium. 2-3. And that is a blank. We got a rare play. Rare play coming up with men with bases empty. Let's have a look at it. Rare play. White die being read first. 3-5. And that is a grounder to the first baseman. Grounder to the first baseman, how flips the pitcher covering for the out. But the pitcher and the hitter collide behind the bag. Check for injury to both the pitcher and the hitter. So it is an out. So the side is going to be retired, but there could be an injury to Seaver or Sinatro. Oh, boy. Throw flips the pitcher covering for the out. So now we got to see if anybody's hurt. Now, of course, this is still okay, regular season, these injuries will only occur for here, so we got to find out who's injured. Seaver's injury rating is a 3, and automatically that's a game-ending injury. That's going to be it for Seaver. Sinatro's injury rating is a 2. I actually have to roll. A 1, he's fine. Nope, and he's out too. So the side is retired. So it goes as a ground ball to first. Side retired. But the Braves just lost Sinatro and the Reds just lost Seaver. And after 6, it is 3-2 in favor of the Reds. Timeout for injury coming up. Is Concepcion a Hall of Famer? I put him in the Hall of the Very Good as well. But there were times where Concepcion actually did show Hall of Fame ability. So, the Braves need a new catcher. So Sinatro is going to be out for the rest of the game. And coming on to take over at catcher is going to be Bruce Benedict. He will take over at catcher and bat there. Seaver, of course, we don't have to worry. He is gone for the game. We don't have to worry about him at the moment because the Reds are coming up to bat. But we go to the top of the 7th. So timeout on the scorecard. For a injury timeout. So Benedict is now the catcher. And his ratings are 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, and 0. Now, if this was the playoffs, okay, I do injuries in the playoffs. But in the regular season, if there's an injury, it's a game injury, and they're just done for the game. So we go to the top of the 7th. The Reds lead 3-2. Seaver's going to leave the game. Kind of too bad there, but that will bring up, they'll have to go to the bullpen. But leading off for the Reds here will be Paul Householder, and he is 0 for 3. Perry can pitch to one more batter before tiring. I wonder if I take Perry out. Now, Perry's due to bat second, and they are going to let him pitch. So Perry will pitch to Householder as we start the top of the 7th. Perry, a 3-2. That's a home run chance. Householder, a switch hitter, hitting from the left side. A 1-9. The 3 is good. Against a righty, Householder is a 15. A 1-15. Householder hits this one out. No, it's a 17. He just misses it. It'll be a 6-5, and it's a deep fly ball to center field. Murphy getting there at the track, near the wall, and he makes the catch. Out number 1. Householder can't believe it. He thought he had it. And he just missed it just got under it, maybe by a couple of inches. Perry is now tired. Griffey will now come up to bat, and he's 2 for 3, having a good game today. He's 2 singles. Perry will make the pitch. 2-6. That's a hit by pitch. That 3, he hit him. He hit Griffey. Griffey's a 2, plus 2 is a 4, and he hit Griffey. And a big run goes to first on a hit batter. First hit by pitch of the game. And now the batter is Concepcion. And that is going to be it for Perry. They're going to take him out. So Perry will leave the game. And the Braves will go to the bullpen. They'll bring in a righty, I believe, here. So let's see who the Braves will bring in to pitch. Coming on to pitch for the Braves will be Gene Garber. 4 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves. A 2.61 ERA. Garber will come on to pitch against Dave Concepcion, the next batter, and he is 0 for 3 tonight. 1 out, infield, a double play depth. I'm still rolling strategy roll. That's a 16. No play happening. Garber will now make the pitch. 3-5 against a righty. That's a walk plus. That 18 will walk Concepcion. He has a 10. That becomes a 20. He walked him. Oh, what a way to start for Garber. And the Reds are in business here with runners at first and second. And now a very dangerous Foster coming up. Foster doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Infield is still a double play depth. Checking strategy. That is a 2. Griffey does get the jump, but I'm not gonna send him. Let Foster swing. Griffey with a base running rating of 5. He'll probably score on a base hit. Garber will make the pitch to Foster. Garber, 2-1. That is a home run chance. Foster a righty, a 1-18. The 14 is good. Against a right-handed pitcher, Foster's a 20. We don't have to roll. Garber makes a mistake. Kaboom! High, deep, gone. Home run, George Foster. A 3-run bomb by Foster as Garber makes a huge mistake. He pitches Foster a grapefruit and he turned it into fruit salad. That was a goner. A home run chance and a 1-18 cleared and a 20 against a righty, and Foster just sent that one out of there. No doubt in my mind he was not cheated on that. Stadium groans. Reds fans in the chat cheer. Yay! 6-2 in favor of the Reds now. A big 3-run bomb by Foster. The batter now is Bittner. Bittner is 1 for 3. Still 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Garber will stay in there, and he will go ahead and pitch. 6-4. That's a pitcher result. Bittner a lefty. A 1-16 is an automatic out. The 16 just got it, and that is going to be a ground out to second. 2 outs there. And now here's Knight. Knight is 0 for 3. Garber trying to get out of this inning. But now it's a 6-2 Reds lead. Garber, 6-6. That's a possible error. Knight, a 4-4. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Horner. His error rating is a 13. That's a 2. And it gets by him. It bobbles away for him. And that's going to be an error on Horner. Knight will go to first on a ground ball error. It's just a 1-base error. And that is an E5. Second error on the Braves in this game. Bob Horner commits an error at third. Garber can't believe it as the Braves here are imploding here in the 7th. And now the batter is Oster. Brandon Baker joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. I know he wouldn't miss a Reds game. Oster at the plate. Oster is 0 for 2. Knight on it first. Garber having a tough night, right? A very tough way to get it off here. And we'll see what he can do. Am I rolling a strat? No, strategy rolls are now off. Garber, a 1-2. He is not tired. That is still a blank. Oster, 6-2. And that's a fly ball to left field. Linares will get to that one. And he will put it away for the out. 3 runs for the Reds on only 1 hit. A 3-run bomb by Foster. There was an error and a hit batter and a walk. And the Reds are in command here in this key matchup in the NL West. 6-2 in favor of the Reds. We go, and we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. With tomorrow being Thanksgiving, there will be no game tomorrow night. We will return Friday night for another big matchup, and it will be for September 28th. We're gonna go head into the American League. We got a good game in the American League coming up in the AL West. The California Angels will take on the Chicago White Sox. The Angels at this moment are 2.5 games back of the White Sox for third place. A very important game for the Angels, of course, to see where they're at. After tonight's 10-minute ticker, it will be Mike Witt for the Angels and Dennis Lamp for the White Sox. So a big game tomorrow night, Friday night. The Angels and the White Sox, a huge matchup in the American League West. As the Angels are still trying to make the playoffs, the White Sox are trying to hold on to it. So join us for that in the American League West on Friday night, the Halos and the Pale Hose. Steeler fan joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Leading off for the Braves is going to be Paul Runge. He will bat. With Tom Seaver heading out by injury as he was hurt, the Reds will bring in a new pitcher, and BB says he wants Price. So I will go ahead and he wants Joe Price, and I'll go ahead and give him it. So that's who's going to come on. So BB wants Price, and he got it. Coming on to pitch for the Reds will be Joe Price. 6 wins, a loss, 4 saves, a 2.52 ERA. The only reason why Price is coming in is because Seaver was injured. But remember, it's regular season. It's just a game injury. So Paul Runge will come on to bat for the Braves here in the bottom of the 7th. 6-2 Reds. Price with the pitch. 1-5. That's a home run chance. Runge a righty. A 1-17. The 9 passes, but Runge has zeros here. No home run. Runge a 4-4, and that's just going to be a deep fly ball to left, but still pretty playable for Foster. He'll put it away for the out. Gene Garber completely ineffective as he gave up the 3-run bomb to Foster. The Braves will bring in a pinch hitter against Price. And it will either be a switch or a righty, and it is going to be Rafael Ramirez. He will pinch hit. Rafael Ramirez, a .218 average, 2 homers, 20 RBIs. More of a starter than a bench player, but of course, remember, in these later games, you had a lot of September call-ups. So, and Ramirez has the most at-bats against the lefty here in this case between a switch and a righty. So Ramirez does get the bat, and since it is the 7th inning, it's still the most at-bats. Price will pitch to Ramirez. 3-3, strikeout, 16. Nope, that's too high. Ramirez, 4-6, and that's a fly ball to right field. Householder gets to that, out number 2. So down goes Ramirez, and the batter now is Butler. Butler is 1 for 2, has a single, a walk, and a stolen base. 2 outs, Price with the pitch. 3-2, error on a grounder. Butler, 3-1. That is a ground ball. Let's hit the short. Concepcion's error rating is an 11. This time he does not make an error. That's a 14. Concepcion's got it. Throws to first. 1, 2, 3, go the Braves. After 7, still 6-2 in favor of the Reds. The first Guardian Angels game. Yeah, you know that's going to be good there, Jeff Gotts. The Guardian Angels game. Sure. You know, Major League Baseball will hype that up a little bit. Top of the 8th, leading off for the Reds is going to be Michael Berry. He's the catcher. Let's see who the Braves are going to bring in to pitch. Right at the pinch hitter, then a switch. think they'll bring in a righty, I guess. They'll bring in a righty, I think. Coming on to pitch for the Braves is going to be Rick Mailer. Mailer a starter, but he also has relief appearances. He's got 20 of them. Good enough for me. Rick Mailer, 8 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 2.80 ERA. Mailer will be the third Braves pitcher. So Rick Mailer will come in relief. Michael Berry, the leadoff hitter. We are in the 8th inning. We can now make substitutions for batters in this case. Do I want Berry? Do I want to bring in somebody else? You got a 4-run lead. You know what? No. We'll save it. Mailer will go ahead and make the pitch to. Will make the pitch for Mailer. So Mailer will pitch to a Berry. 1-1. That's a range play at the park. Fulton County Stadium, 4-5. That's a fly ball to left field. Rufino Linares is out there. His range is a 4. He can't get it. And that's going to drop for a double. Oh, Berry comes through with his 3rd double of the game. You got to be kidding me. Michael Berry, a 180 average hitter, and he just hit his 3rd double. He's 3 for 4. Michael Berry, good thing I decided to keep him in there. What a great call by the manager. As Big Clue joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. We will see a pinch hitter for Price. And let's see who we got here. And we got a righty on the mound, so it'll either be a switch or a lefty, and it is going to be Dave Collins. He has the most at-bats between the two. So here's Dave Collins, 272 average, 3 homers, 23 RBIs. Collins will come in and pinch hit against Mailer. Nobody out, runner on first, no strategy rolls. Mailer with the pitch. 3-6, that's a pitcher result. Collins a switch left. A 1-13 would be an automatic out. The 17 is too high. Collins a 2-1, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field. That'll be caught by Murphy for out number 1. O'Berry will stay at second. So Collins can't do anything there. And now the top of the order with Householder. Householder is 0 for 4, but he will bat. One runner on first base. Mailer with the pitch. 2-2. Strikeout. 8. Got him. Householder is now 0 for 5. Not a good night for him. 2 down. But this guy's had a pretty good night in Griffey. Griffey is 2 for 3. 2 singles and got hit by a pitch. Mailer looking on, getting set to pitch to Griffey. Mailer 4-1. That's a blank. Griffey swings 4-1. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a 19 against a righty. It's just too high, and it's going to be a fly ball to left field. Linares will get to that one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Oh, Griffey just missed one. No runs, a hit for the Reds, and it's still 6-2 still going into the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. Leading off for the Braves will be Rufino Linares, and they're going to let him hit. And let's see, BB says Moscow or Lee Brandt. I believe they are on. Everybody's on the roster pretty much here at this time. Let's see, Moscow or Lee Brandt. Rufino is a right, left. I think I'm going to go with. Think I should probably go with Moscow. Lee Brandt was a lefty. Moscow's a righty. I'll go with I'll go with Moscow. So coming on to pitch for the Reds is going to be Paul Moscow. 2 wins, a loss, 2 saves, a 4.94 ERA. And he will come on to pitch to Rufino Linares. If ever a guy was a Red, it's Moscow. Oh, jeez. Thanks, Big Clue. Baseball Demos is not in the chat, guys. Jeez. Top of the 8th inning, 6-2. I'm sorry, bottom of the 8th inning, 6-2. And Linares will lead off. Moscow with the pitch. 3-1. Walk plus 13. Yes, he walked him barely. And Linares will go to first. That is a walk by Moscow, a leadoff walk. Linares will go there, and the batter now is Horner. Horner is 0 for 3. Infield is a double play depth. There's no strategy rolls. Moscow will pitch. 6-5. That's a range play at the park. Fulton County Stadium, 3-5. That's grounded at the plate. It's a ground ball at the plate to the catcher. O'Berry's range is a 2. Does he make the play? No, he doesn't. That's a 6. It's just going to be an infield single as it gets away from O'Berry, and that's going to be runners at first and second, and no one out here in the 8th. That goes as an infield single for Horner, as O'Berry couldn't make the play there, and now the Braves are in business with Chambliss coming up. Chambliss is 1 for 3. And I may be making a pitching change early here if I have to, even though I went with BB. And we'll see what I do here. Would Moscow, the question is would Moscow have been my choice? Actually, I probably would have brought in Hume. But okay, not a problem. Moscow will pitch to Chambliss. 6-2, but the Braves are threatening. Infield still a double play depth. Moscow, he will make the pitch. 6-4, that's a blank. Chambliss swings. 2-5, it's a ground ball to first. Let's see if they turn the double play. 3-2-2. Shortstop is Concepcion. He has a 0 arm. A 1-2, it's a 3-6-3 double play. It is a 2, he got it. Bittner's got it. Throws to Concepcion. Back to Bittner. 2 outs. They just turned it. Linares goes to third. Chambliss grounds out into a huge twin killing there. And there are now 2 away. A 3-6-3 double play. And the batter is Murphy. Murphy is 1 for 3. Now 2 outs. Moscow looking in, ready to make the pitch. Moscow, 5-5. That's a blank. Murphy swings. 1-2. Ground ball to first again. Up with it is Bittner. He's got it. He'll take it himself. Side retired. The Reds get out of the jam. No runs. 1 hit and a walk, but a huge double play. Remains 6-2 in favor of the Reds. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Reds leading 6-2. A win here, they'll move within a game of the Braves. Because the Reds are chasing the Braves and the Astros, although both the Braves and the Astros are 2 games ahead of the Reds. So this win here for the Reds will get them to within 1 game of a playoff berth no matter what. Leading off for the Reds is going to be Dave Concepcion. Question is, am I going to have Mailer pitch? And I think, yeah, Rick Mailer's going to stay out there. Mailer was a good pitcher. I'll keep him out there for the Braves. Mailer will pitch to Concepcion. Concepcion is 0 for 3. He did walk his last time up. Mailer, 4-6. That's a blank. Concepcion, 1-6. And that's a base hit right past short for a single. Concepcion gets on base. Leadoff hit for the Reds. And now here comes George Foster. Foster is 2 for 4 tonight. Has got a double and a 3-run bomb. No strategy rolls. Mailer will pitch to Foster. Mailer, 3-4. That's a blank. Foster hits 1-1. Base hit again, right past short. Runge can't get it. It's a single for Foster. Concepcion's base running rating is a 4. He will not make third. He has to hold at second. And nobody out, and the Reds are in business. The batter now is Bittner. And Bittner is 1 for 4. And we will make a change at first. So Bittner is going to come back. And we'll see a pinch hitter for the Reds. It is the 9th inning. It can be anybody. No matter how many at-bats they had. And coming on to pinch hit, Mailer a righty. Let's see what I want to do here. Coming on to pinch hit for the Reds is going to be Joe Nolan. Nolan, a 309 average and a 236 at-bats. Nolan will come on and pinch hit. And taking over at first base is going to be Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench will take over at first for the Reds. So he will go there to first, but Joe Nolan will pinch hit. Although I could use Bench here as well. You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. We'll have the thing about Nolan's a lefty. No, I'm going to let Bench come in. I'll let Bench come in there. So Joe Nolan will pinch it against Mailer here. And Bench will take over at first. Timeout on the scorecard for a change. Bench is a 4-11. A little better range, but he makes errors. So here's Joe Nolan. Runners at first and second. Mailer is not going to pitch. They're going to take him out. So that's going to be it for Mailer. I think the Braves will probably bring on a lefty here to pitch to Nolan. And let's see what's going to be. And it's the 9th inning. And they're going to go with, it can be anybody. So here comes Al Raboski for the Braves. 1 win, 1 loss, a save, a 1.07 ERA. Remember, 9th inning and later, I don't have to go by at-bats or by appearances. It's anybody I want. So Al Raboski will pitch against Joe Nolan. Nolan will stay out there. Infield is at double play depth. 6-2, Reds trying to get some more runs. Pitch from Raboski. 1-2, hit by pitch, 15 too high. Nolan, a 2-4. It's a line drive right to Raboski. He makes the play. That's out number 1. And let's see if there's a double play. That is a 5. Turns around, throws to second, gets Concepcion. 2 outs. And Foster barely gets back to first to avoid a triple play. Oh, Nolan hits it right back to Raboski. And he throws to second to get Concepcion, and there are now 2 outs. That was an that was an L1, and let's see, Nolan was a lefty, so that's an L1-6. L1-6 double play. And now the batter is Knight. Knight is up next with 2 outs, and he is 0 for 4. So 2 men down. Foster still at first. Raboski will pitch to Knight here. Pitch from Raboski. 2-1. Walk plus 14. Yes, Knight walks. He walks Knight, and the inning will continue. Knight reaches base for the 2nd time tonight. So runners at first and second now. And here's Oster. Oster will bat. Oster, though, is 0 for 3 tonight, but a switch hitter, he'll go up against Raboski. 2 outs. And I don't know why I'm rolling a strat. There is no strategy roll here. Raboski will pitch to Oster. And that's a 1-2, hit by pitch. 14 is high. Oster swings. 4-1 against the lefty. Single right past second. A base hit for Oster. Foster's base running rating is a 1, becomes a 2 with 2 outs, and he will come around and he will score. Knight's base running rating is a 4 with 2 outs, and he will make third on a single past second. He goes to third. Oster to first. RBI single by Foster. 7-2 Reds. Stadium groans. Reds get an insurance run and now lead it 7-2. And the batter now is Mike O'Berry. Believe it or not, he's going to hit. He's 3 for 4. He's got 3 doubles tonight. A player with a 180 average, and he's gotten double after double after double. So runners at first and third now, 7-2 Reds. Raboski is going to pitch. I think the Braves are seeing the writing on the wall for this game. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Raboski will make the pitch. 3-2. That's at the park. Fulton County Stadium, 5-2. And this time it's a fly ball to center field. And Murphy will get to that. And he will put it away for the out. And the inning is over. 1 run on 3 hits and a walk. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. It is 7-2 in favor of the Redlegs. Will we see some 9th inning magic? We go to the bottom of the 9th. Steeler fan is in the chat. I know as an Astros fan, I know for a fact that Steeler fan does not want to see 9th inning magic, even though he's an Astros fan. But I know Steeler fan does not want to see 9th inning magic for the Braves. As he says, Moscow try to finish it. No, I actually will disagree with you on that. Moscow's coming out. 7-2, bottom of the 9th. I disagree. And the Reds will bring in their closer. You cannot be stupid. Get this game done. And it's going to be Tom Hume coming in to pitch. 9 wins, 14 losses, 13 saves, a 3.46 ERA. Hume is the closer. Get it done. You need a game here. As Big Clue said, I already used Price. Price was already used. So I'm going to use Hume here. And one of the reasons why, the Braves have 3 righties coming up. Glenn Hubbard is the leadoff batter for the Braves. Hubbard is a 235 average. And we may see a pinch hitter here for the Braves. And let's see what we're going to. Are we going to see a pinch hitter? Yes, we will. Hubbard's going to come out. And coming on to pinch hit for the Braves is going to be Claudell Washington, a 291 average, 5 homers, 37 RBIs. And Washington's in right field. Hubbard, I have to replace second base. So I'll take Hubbard off here. I'll worry about that later. So Claudell Washington will bat against Tom Hume here in the bottom of the 9th. 7-2. Reds trying to hold the game. Hume will pitch to Washington. Pitch on the way. 1-4. It's a blank. Washington, 6-1. Line drive right to short. Concepcion gloves it. Out number 1. Washington hits it hard, but right at Concepcion, and that is the first out. That will bring up Bruce Benedict, the new catcher who took over at catcher. Benedict with 264 average. He will hit. He will hit against Hume. So Benedict, 264, 5 homers, 35 RBIs. Hume will pitch to Benedict. And that's a 4-6 against a righty. Walk, 18, too high. Benedict, 1-4, and that's a ball hit to left field. That is a 19 against a righty. It's just too high, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Getting under it is Foster, and he makes the catch. Out number 2. Oh, Benedict just missed a triple. 2 men down. And the batter now is Paul Runge. He's a switch hitter. He's at shortstop. Do I want to make a pinch hitting for him? Yes, I do. If I have another shortstop I can use, though. Got to be sure about that first. Yes, I do. Paul Runge going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit for the Braves is going to be Ken Smith. Fringe player, but he's on the roster and we can use him. Ken Smith, a .333 average, only had 3 at-bats in 81 for the Braves, but Smith will get the call here against Hume. 7-2, there are 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Hume looking on, ready to pitch to Smith. We'll need a new shortstop if this game goes any further. Hume will make the pitch. 6-6, that's a blank. Smith will swing. 2-6, and Smith goes ahead, keeps the game alive. That's a double to center field. The ringer card gets in there, and Smith will go to second on a double and keep the inning alive. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 5-1-8? I think not. So Ken Smith gets a double off of Hume. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Raboski, as the Braves now got to get a pinch hitter in there. And let's see who we have in the bull in the on the bench, and that is going to be. It is going to be Brian Azelstein. 256 average, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. Brian Azelstein will pinch hit against Tom Hume. So a runner on second base. It's 7-2. Reds have a comfortable lead, but anything can happen here. Smith on its second. Strategy rolls her off. Hume with the pitch. 5-1. Strikeout 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's your game. The Reds go ahead and get the job done. They beat the Braves today 7-2. Stadium groans. Reds fans in the chat cheer. Yay! A big win for the Reds on the road against the Braves, and that will move Cincinnati to within 1 of the Braves of anything. No matter what happens with the Astros, the Reds will now be 1 game back of a playoffs for third. That is a big win for the Reds as they get the job done. No runs, a hit for the Braves. Final line score coming up. For the Reds, 7 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. For the Braves, 2 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Tom Terrific Seaver. He got the win, and he gets the win tonight. Gaylord Perry does take the loss, and there is no save. 10-minute ticker is coming right up, but after the 10-minute ticker, people, don't go away yet. I do have something to say. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. Remember, now the final week, so now we only do one game per day instead of one per 2 days. So that means that with the Reds winning this game 7-2, there will be no other games played there. So now we just do the date for September 27th. Double D joins us here for the 10-minute ticker. So let's get started first with the ticker. So the Reds get a big win on Atlanta. And now let's go to the ticker, see how the rest it goes. Cleveland at Boston. And by the way, I got to also, I also got to go ahead and get, do everything at the same time with the standings. So at this moment, we know that Cincinnati got the win and the Braves took the loss. All right. Okay. Cleveland at Boston for September 27th. The Red Sox have a 1-game lead on the Yankees. Cleveland a 9-13, and that is 1. Boston a 16-55, and that's 10. So the Red Sox, no matter what, will win that game and stay ahead of the Yankees. And the Indians are now 3 games under 500. Toronto at California. Big game for the Angels since we have them in the next game. Toronto -1. -142. That's only 2 runs. California a 9-24. That's 2 runs. We have extras. Let's see. Toronto rolled a 6. +1 is 7. California rolled a 3. -3 is 0. The Blue Jays will give the Angels a very tough loss. And that is a tough loss for the Angels. They can't afford losses to teams that are already out of it. Milwaukee at Detroit. The Tigers are 7.5 or 6.5 lead on Cleveland. Detroit went since Cleveland lost. If Detroit wins this game, their magic number is 2 to clinch the final spot in the division. Let's see. Milwaukee 9-55, and that's 6. Detroit a 13-46, and that is 5. Nope. They will not clinch that playoff berth as Milwaukee gives the Tigers a loss. Seattle at Kansas City. Go Fernando in the ticker. Seattle at Kansas City. Big game for the Royals. Seattle a 6-54, and that is 5. The Royals a 16-62, and that is 8. And Kansas City will get that win as they will beat Seattle. And with that win, Kansas City at the moment is tied with the White Sox. Texas and Minnesota, and that's for 3rd place, by the way. Texas and Minnesota. Texas a 13-22, and that's 3. Minnesota a -455. That's 3. So we actually have extras between those two. Texas, more important game for them. Texas, a 2, -2 is 0. Minnesota, 3 -1 is 2. Minnesota wins a big game on the Rangers as a tough loss. Minnesota gets the win, and the Rangers now take a loss there. And they like I said, nobody's clinched anything except the division in the American League West. Baltimore and the Yankees. With Boston winning, Red Sox fans would love to see Baltimore beat them again. Baltimore, a 0-16. That's 0. The Yankees a 10-41, and that is 4. And the Yankees will get the win, and they will stay 1 game back of the Red Sox for the division. White Sox at Oakland. It's a doubleheader. Oakland has already clinched the American League West. It doesn't mean anything to them. But the White Sox, it means everything. They need to win. Maybe they can get 2 wins here. It could really help them. Game 1. Let's see. White Sox 12-15, and that is 2. Oakland 13-66, that's 10. Oakland wins game 1. Game 2. White Sox 12-32, and that is 3. Oakland an 8-45, and that is 4. Oakland wins both games, and that really hurts the White Sox. That really hurts the White Sox. They now drop to 52-48. And with that, they've now dropped down to 4th place because the Royals now have less losses. Philadelphia and the Cubs, as we now move to the National League. Philadelphia is tied with the Cardinals, but the Cardinals are percentage points ahead. Doubleheader too. Game 1. Philadelphia 14-32, and that is 4. The Cubs a 1-53, and that's also 4. So we have extra innings between those two. Philadelphia rolls a 4, plus 2 is 6. Cubs roll a 5, plus 0 is 5. The Phillies will win game 1. Game 2. Philadelphia 15-25, and that is 3. The Cubs a 15-65, and they actually get a 9. So that is a split between the two. So 1 win and 1 loss, and 1 win and 1 loss. By the way, the Cubs now have 30 wins for the year. They did not have a good ticker. Dodgers and the Astros. Steeler fan waiting for this one. Dodgers and the Astros. With the Reds winning, they're now a game back of the playoffs. I know they'd love to see the Houston Astros lose this too. And with the Dodgers want to get a win because then they gain a game on the Braves. Let's see what happens. Here's the roll. Dodgers 6-35, and that is 3 runs. The Astros a 1-41, and that is 2 runs. The Dodgers will beat the Astros. So the Reds gain a game on both Atlanta and Houston. Mets and the Expos. My Mets are done, of course. Mets 4-62, and that's 5. Mets just trying to play spoiler. Montreal 11-32, and that is 3. And my Mets have a happy recap tonight. San Francisco at San Diego. The Giants went on a ginormous losing streak. Pretty much took them out of it. San Francisco 9-33, and that is 3. Padres a 3-63, and that's 5. The Padres beat the Giants. The Giants have just completely fallen apart. Pittsburgh and the Cardinals. This is an important game. With the Phillies winning at least 1 game, the Phillies have a chance to take over the division. Pittsburgh 3.5 back. They still got a shot at getting the division. Big game here. Pittsburgh a 12-51, and that is 5 runs. The Cardinals an 18-26. That's 4 runs. The Pirates will get a win on the Cardinals. And at this moment, the Cardinals are now a game back of Philadelphia for the National League East. Remember, St. Louis, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh are in the playoffs no matter what. But who will win the division and who will play wild card games? That is it for your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always Friday. And Friday will be September 28th. The California Angels take on the Chicago White Sox. That game means more than it did earlier with the White Sox getting blitzed by Oakland in the doubleheader. California and Chicago both trying to get in the playoffs. It'll be Mike Witt versus Dennis Lamp. That's a pretty good pitching matchup. So join us on that game for Friday night for California and the White Sox. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and it's my favorite holiday. In Thanksgiving of last year, we were in the middle of a pandemic still, and we still didn't have vaccinations and all that stuff. We really didn't know what was going to happen in 2020. We had a presidential election. I'm not going to go over that. We don't need to bring up politics here. In 1 year since that time, unfortunately, more people have died from this pandemic. And sometimes it looks like it's going to cool off, but then it heats up again. But on this date of Thanksgiving, I want to give a few thanks out there. That's what this is going to be. It's about giving thanks. It always is. It's my favorite holiday. Tomorrow I get to cook. One of the only days I usually do. Got a turkey and all that stuff ready to go. And what have I got to be thankful for? Well, first of all, I'm thankful to be alive. I did not get COVID. I'm fully vaxxed. I do my booster shot. I can get that anytime. I do wear a mask still. So I'm thankful that COVID did not get to me or to any member of my family. Not my mom, not my uncle, not my daughter, not my uncle. None of my friends have it. So thankful to be alive, and none of my people that I know have it. I'm thankful for people that did receive COVID, unfortunately, that got through it. And I know there are some people in my chat that I've spoken to, I forget his name, but Tim was one of the guys in the chat. He got COVID, but he made it through. So I want to thank the people who did receive COVID, unfortunately, but got through it and are right now, doing okay. I'm thankful for having a job. After COVID hit in 2020, my job ended in March of 2020, and I was out of work for 15 months. Thankfully, I got hired at my new job in July, and it is strong, and it's doing very well. And I want to say I'm thankful for the job. Money is coming in. I'm no longer broke. I actually, no longer broke. I'm no longer busted. I mean, I'm not rich, of course, by any means, but I now have money where I don't have to worry about certain things that I usually did when I was living paycheck to paycheck. I'm thankful for what I do here because of people such as Al Red Sox Fan, Baseball Demos, ID Jester, Bleacher Bums Gaming, those four guys who I think belong on the Mount Rushmore of this hobby we do. They were the ones I was watching, and they helped. I'm watching them and said, you know what, maybe I can do this too. So, I went ahead and, got it done and decided to do it myself, starting with payoff pitch and now with inside pitch. Don't get me wrong. I still love inside pitch. Yeah, big clue. I see. I still love payoff pitch, even though I've not been playing it anymore. I still have the cards, and one of these days I'll break out a set. But inside pitch right now is the most exciting game I think I can play. Plus, I have the rules pretty much hands down. But I'm thankful for, for those guys for showing me how to do this. I'm thankful for you guys in the chat, all of you guys. Steeler fan, pretty much been with me since the beginning. Of course, some others that have been in there, of course. Clee baseball fan, used to be known as Tribe fan. BB, who's been there for a while. Rants on Sports, who's been in the hobby for a long time. Big Clue, who recently joined us, of course. I want to thank, and of course you new guys, Clee Frank Wayne Scott, Jeff Gotts, Lena Young, Brandon Baker, of course, another one of the originals, who did that. I only want, 2021 is coming to an end. And, we're now in the holidays. So we got to think about what's important out there. We got to think about what makes us go, what's important, what we want to do here. I just want everyone to know that when you eat tomorrow, and of course, if you have to work, that's okay. I am off the whole 4-day weekend. I would work Friday, but because I worked last Saturday, I do not work Friday. So I have all 4 days off. So I don't go back to work till Monday. As you know, you guys are all great at what you do. And I want to wish a happy Thanksgiving to all of you and the family. For those of you who did not join me in the chat tonight and who will watch this on a replay, I wish happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there, that will watch this on a replay that couldn't catch me tonight. And, of course, a lot of things out there in the country right now, a lot of bad things, We're all Americans, people. It doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on, whether blue or red, or no matter whatever. We're all Americans. We're all Americans. I don't know if we're not patriots. We're Americans. We're Americans. And that's what I served this country in the Navy years ago. Okay. So we're all Americans here. For those and of course, if you are from a different country in the chat, then be proud of the country you represent and live. And that is excellent as well. So it doesn't matter. Salvador America, of course, is there. Okay, thanks there, Sal. I hope Mrs. America is doing well. So just, let's just band together and enjoy a happy Thanksgiving. We're doing everything the best we can. People, unfortunately, are still dying from this COVID, but let's help the ones that, if we can help them in any way. For those of you that have faith, pray for them. For those that don't have the faith, go ahead and just believe in maybe a power just helping out everyone. We're all human beings, people. All it matters. So let's be thankful for what we have. And let's give thanks, to everyone else. And let's also pray. I am Jewish, so let's pray for the ones that don't have everything tomorrow, that, that have lost loved ones to COVID, that are, and other reasons of death, whether natural or not, Yeah, Doug Jones. So let's just enjoy everyone here. Let's put politics aside. Let's put hatred aside, and let's just learn to love. When will this world finally learn to love? It really does. And, and I'm not saying change your beliefs, people. Believe what you believe, and that is fine. Do what you do. That's what's most important. So let's give thanks tomorrow. Again, happy Thanksgiving to everyone in my chat, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone who watches this, and happy Thanksgiving to the whole darn world. That's all that matters. Let's just give thanks to everything we do and to everyone that deserves it. You guys are all terrific, and I couldn't be more honored to have such a great group of guys that follow me, all my subscribers, and the ones that don't subscribe, if you watch a game, that's great. And even the ones that disagree with me, that's okay too. It's a free world. You are free to disagree. I'm not always right. I'm not even close. So we give everybody, say a happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And I hope everyone enjoys their Turkey Day. Remember, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I will return on Friday. BB, Big Clue, Salvador America, Steeler fan, Double D. Let's see here. Jeff Gotts, Brandon Baker, Rants on Sports, Lena Young, Frank Wainscott, Clee baseball fan. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys Friday night. And once again, happy Thanksgiving. It is the Reds all over the Braves tonight, 7-2. The playoffs are beginning to shape up, and still anything can happen in this final week of the 81 regular season. We'll see you guys Friday. Happy Thanksgiving and take care.